Howdy.
What's up? How you doing?
I was hoping to play some sort of tabletop RPG. What's up with you?
Yeah.
I have a just a little something I want to say before we get started. I just want to say thank you to the fine folks at Western New York Gaming for hanging up the poster that I gave them today. Trash Chronicles poster. I want to show you. Two of the failed versions of the poster. This was the poster that I printed from my home printer.
Oh, okay.
So negative.
Not exactly. Not exactly a negative.
Missing cyan.
It's missing a lot of actual black. And then
colors weren't there.
Listen, this was a whole rule of threes journey I went on because then I went to Office Max and this is what their self-service printers printed out.
Aww.
It's way too black. Not enough black. Too black. And then I went to CVS Pharmacy and I printed out an actual good version of their self-service machine there. So I just want to say thank you to Western New York Gaming for having our poster up there in their GameStop. There are also little squares with the QR code that's on the poster if you want to grab those, and you know a friendo who's into TTRPGs, just hand them that. Super cool. I just want to say thanks. They're super cool. They also gave me a whole lot of stickers because I didn't realize this wasn't a live show. Although it is a live show, it's just an online show. So I have stickers to give out. So here's one for you.
Oh, thank you.
One for you. And
Thanks. That's what I always wanted. Someone to hand us a sticker to the camera.
But yeah, all the love to them. They're super cool for doing that for us. That's super awesome. Last we left our critters on a crusade. They have arrived to the penultimate destination of their journey. A idyllic utopian city within the garbage dump of this town. Brilliant high-rises, a fully functioning metro system, trains running like clockwork. Just one little issue. Ain't nobody here. There are no critters, but there do appear to be a series of 4 action figures that made themselves known right at the end of the last episode. Those action figures were a green turtle, a pink monkey, a black dog, and a blue pheasant. We see the black dog take a position next to the other 3 on top of this building, being backed by the setting sun as the kanji rise out of nowhere to form the words Momo Ranger Super Sentai. Seeing this, I just want to get all your gut reactions seeing these 4 action figures.
I want to destroy them.
Oh no.
I'm also not fond of them, I guess you could say.
Deeply annoyed.
Deeply annoyed. Oh, it's
just confused.
Just confused. You then see a 5th shadowy figure join the other 4 on top of this high-rise building. It is much different than the other 4. This doesn't appear to be an action figure at all. This appears to be a very scrawny, emaciated rat who takes the centermost position and says, "Ogres! Who are you who dare enter our city?"
I know who this is.
Oh, I only have been teasing them for a while now.
Yeah, I know who this is. I should have guessed as soon as I heard that there were 4 action figures. Damn.
Oh, no.
Morgan, do you know something I don't?
Hey,
Time for story time with Mogan.
Remember the whole thing about Scratch and his little posse of magic action figure toys?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't think to look at my notes for these guys. I assumed it just came out of
What are
nowhere.
you guys talking about? Because I
So,
wasn't there for that conversation.
Are you guys having a conversation down there?
Hey,
One second, we're
shut
doing
up.
this.
can you just give us a minute?
Quick team huddle. We'll be back.
God.
Everyone get in the huddle. Come on.
So y'all remember the stories about Scratch?
Get in the huddle, Morgan.
I'm okay. Oh, I'm sorry.
Julie, get over here!
Wings come out and cover all your faces. So y'all remember the stories about Scratch the rat and the rats getting kicked out of the park, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we found out that animals, if they have more than 3 magic items, tend to go nuts. And Scratch apparently had some human toys that were magical and went a little bongo, you know what I'm saying? And up there, if you're taking a peek, you can kind of catch.
You take a look up at this guy. He's wearing like a pair of parachute pants made out of a Home Depot bag, and has like a star-shaped like set of sunglasses, almost like garnet, that's been cut out of a Mountain Dew bottle. He's kind of standing there like this.
Yeah, so that thing up, that guy up there. Yeah,
There.
I can only assume that there's Scratch.
Excuse me, sir. Are you Scratch?
Who wants to know?
I'm gonna take that as a yes. So anyway,
Yes, Scratch. So yes, Scratch. As soon as he says who wants to know, like I got the information I needed, and I just turned around to get back in the huddle.
so in my notes though, I have that he had 5 action figures, not 4.
Oh.
Do you only see 4 on top of that high rise that they're all posing on top of?
Is one of them hiding?
I pull out my knife and I'm just like immediately on high alert. Like, hang on, something's not right. Is there like a what is the version of perception check?
Let's do a little scrolly. This would be cunning. Cunning is the cunning would be the perception of this of roots. Which is the game system we're running, by the way, is Roots. I didn't say at the top of the show
We're
this
very
time.
loosely running Roots.
Yeah, just like I loosely play Dungeons and Dragons and I loosely played Monster of the Week last time.
I think we played more Monster of the Week than we play Roots.
Yes, it's true.
For now.
Okay.
For now.
For now.
I do not have anything super fun that can go with this, so I'm just rolling straight cunning.
Don't you have Eye for the True Story or something like that?
Yeah, but it has to involve like actually asking people questions. I have another one that I took last time too, called Talent on the Pulse.
Okay.
Where
that's good.
I can gather information on goings on in a clearing, and then I can basically ask a bunch of questions. But it's specifically asking like NPCs questions. It's not like just looking around.
Yeah, gotcha. Although you do seem to have the ability to engage Scratch in a conversational manner, despite the very anime pose situation. You got a very...
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, so if you wanted to, I would allow it.
Okay. Why don't we do that? And I'm going to use the little information that I have on Scratch to see if I can glean some information off of them. So there's a series of questions that goes with this ability that I can ask. So let me roll cunning first to see how many questions I can actually get away with.
Sure.
So I have a +3 to that. So that is an 11.
Nice.
So on a 10 plus, ask 3 questions out of this grouping. So I'm just going to pick these and roll with this as we go. So I take it you're Scratch, right? Are you the one in charge here? Where's everybody else?
I am Sentai Scratch, leader of the Momo Rangers.
Yeah, I got that. I saw the weird floating thing going across the top. That's unique. Never seen that before. So, but is it nobody else? Just you're the one in charge? You and these ranges?
Yes, we defend the city from ogres like you.
Why does no one else live in the
I-
city?
I'm a possum. I don't know what the fucking ogre is.
Yeah, we'll get back to that. Hang on.
Okay.
So, Scratch, there's many a legend about you, but the legend said that there were 5 ranges.
You see his eye twitch and say, maybe legends are meant to be witnessed and not heard of from a distance. Go, Momo Black! And the dog action figure disappears from the high rise, and you can kind of see a black blur spiral down the tower. And just I can see Ronnie just holding the flashlight up.
I'm glad you knew what I was holding. I'm glad you recognized what I had in my hand.
Yeah, Ronnie, here comes a hard and fast one coming right down the middle, right towards you. What do you want to do?
So I have a weapon move called Cleave, where I hit an armored foe from close range. I assume that would be this.
Oh yeah, Momo Black, the dog, is coming at you at very high speeds in a black blur.
Yes.
Momo Black, the
Oh,
black dog, was
yeah.
the one that you encountered at the first one you encountered at the end of the last episode.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a Cleave, which does mark an exhaustion, and I roll a might check. I'll tell you what happens based on my result.
Nice.
I do technically
So that
have no
is-
questions. I'm holding that.
Yeah, so that's an 8 plus 3, 11, so I get a full pass. So I smash through their defenses and equipment and inflict 3 wear.
Yeah.
If I had failed, I would have had to do more, but just
Yeah, you. What was the number that you rolled?
I got a 8 plus 3, 11.
11. Okay. You. Honestly, that just makes me decide which body part you smash off of this toy dog running at you at Mach 5. But with an 11, I'm gonna say, the dog runs at you super fast, a black blur, but you kind of holding this big policeman's flashlight from the 1980s, like a baseball bat.
Yeah, she...
You send Momo Black's head cleaved right off of its body. Momo Black's body kind of like nosedives into the dirt behind you and leaves a skid mark, very anime-like. And the head kind of all ding.
I think we'd all prefer if we just talked about this instead of coming to blows, huh?
I agree.
Momo
The
Pink,
Smash
go!
Brothers.
God damn it, hold on.
And
I
from
lean over to Ruby and go, you want to take this one?
Sure. And
I assume she's got a Drago.
I
you
pull out El Drago.
see a round pink monkey action figure leap from the top of the building, and you can see it cross its arms and cross its legs and start to plummet down to earth very hard and very fast.
Superhero landing. Here comes the superhero landing.
Okay, so I
Less-
just shoot
Less superhero
Dragos.
landing, more Kirby's Down B, if you know what I'm talking about.
Knock that fucker off trajectory. Do it.
I like
Sticky-
the, all the Smash Brothers stuff. Like you just smack this dog with a Smash Brothers bat. Like
Yeah. Also, I don't want to tell you to play your character, Ruby, but I think it'd be funnier if you used the grabby hand to just like slam him like Hulk does to Loki.
You've used the
That would
grabby
be
hand
nice.
twice thus far, so it'd be minus the. It would be 2. I was initially at 5, right? So it'd
Yeah,
be
I'm at 3 uses.
plus 3 use. Gotcha.
El Drago sounds like a safer bet. I'm just telling you, it would be a visually funnier
Yeah.
bet.
It is your
Yeah, I'm gonna just shoot El Drago at them.
turn. El Drago. My master, you call on me once again.
I don't like that look.
Yeah, that.
If it's
That's a
finesse and then
vibe.
luck.
roll
Yeah.
better.
Do better than
wish.
that next time.
I don't worship my dice enough, apparently.
So did you roll luck as well?
I have not rolled luck yet.
Because yeah, it was finesse and then luck. Finesse to fire, luck to see how the effect of the spinning on the ground.
Yeah. 8 for luck.
8 for luck. Okay. 5 is like not great at all.
No.
So Momo Pink, you can see he crosses his arm, crosses like the midair, starts plummeting to the earth, and lands right in front of you, Ruby, with just a gigantic thud. Clearly, the belief magic that makes these action figures resemble what they are within human media is very strong here, due to probably the environment and probably also Scratch's insanity. Momo Pink has taken on the resemblance of a stone monkey statue, and you fire at Eldrago. Eldrago, we see a kind of slowing down, like a slow motion colliding, and we see in the background like Japanese ink paintings of a monkey and a dragon, and like a lightning bolt going down between them, and then we see dink, and then zzz, and then Eldrago just kind of spins around and yells out, "Fight me, coward! Fight me! Fight me! Fight me! Fight me! Fight me!" and then falls over.
Oh, okay.
Momo,
who's good at fighting robots? Just Chewie, get in there.
Drago's just screaming on his side like he can't do anything.
Please! Fight me! Yeah. So yeah, no, Momo Pink de-solidifies and like takes up like a martial stance, and you see that Momo Blue, the pheasant, is sent backwards in the direction that Momo Black's head was sailing off in by Scratch. And you also see Scratch kind of take his candy wrapper cloak and go and turn around. My master, Momo Scratch, has sent me to keep you right where you are and to avenge the dismantling of Momo Black.
You're just gonna join Momo Black, you understand that, right? I'm trying to make like a persuasion with intimidation energy.
Go for it.
Like,
Make the roll,
just
baby.
I get to persuade NPCs with my might.
Make the roll.
So
Can I help at all?
How?
don't even waste your time. That's a 13 in total. 5 plus
Okay.
5 plus 3.
I have
5 plus 5 plus
I have an ability that gives me like, what is it? I can't even find it on my notes. I'm just really intimidating.
Gotcha.
Threatening visage.
Threatening visage.
Yeah.
With your 13, I'm gonna say that Momo Pink sees your swing. He takes on that same stone monkey appearance, and he does not become dismantled, but you do shove him back a couple of feet, leaving a skid mark on the ground. Clearly, these characters have kind of superlative abilities, if that's the best way to describe it. And yeah, Momo Pink gets pushed back. He desolidifies. You can see him like take a fighting stance, and then just kind of grab his side. It's like,
Does he cough up a little blood?
not
Is that
blood,
like-
but some
is that like
liquid.
that?
It's kind of weird because he is made of plastic.
Oil residue.
You can see him raise a paw to the sky, and as he does, the green turtle falls and gets caught by his paw, and he slams the turtle down in front of him and just starts to march forward.
Okay, I'm gonna lean back to Chewie, because I truly out in character think Chewie would be the best at this. But also in character, I know he's gonna be the best at this. And I go, Chewie, we'll take care of these guys if you want to sneak up on Scratch. Can you do that?
You know what? Maybe.
I love the idea that he's like, yeah, actually, I might be able to do that. Like, I thought you were gonna tell me some bullshit.
We all know that Chewie is also like the Flash.
The best.
Exactly. He's stealthy. He's fast. We'll take care of these guys, but if you can get Scratch, then we don't have to really worry about these guys anymore.
This actually completely ties into something I was thinking of trying.
What were you thinking of trying, my friend?
I have an ability called Trust in Me. When you soothe or placate an angry NPC, roll with cunning. On a hit, you calm their rage. On a 7 to 9, choose 1. On a +10, choose 2. They reveal an unexpected vulnerability. They hesitate in their fury. You create an opportunity. Or they take you further into their confidence. On a miss, you can only calm them by redirecting their frustrations.
This kind of feels like if you ever watched Assassination Classroom, where he's kind of coming up, like when he comes up, the main blue-haired kid who's like very androgynous and everyone confuses their gender.
Nagisa. His name's Nagisa.
Nagisa? Have you watched Assassination Classroom? I make too many references. I'm sorry. It's a crutch.
It's my favorite anime. Don't worry.
Okay.
So I might not be able to tempt the weird toy things with food, but I think sticking some food in Scritch's nose might be a good idea. Scratch?
Well, Scratch has like turned his back and has left. He was like way up on a high rise and he's like left the high rise. Clearly, he's walking somewhere. He's
So
not he's not in this immediate vicinity. But if you wanted to, you could probably sneak off and do something.
I would like to do that.
Cool. How do you guys who remain deal with the marching turtle monkey combo?
Is the monkey holding the turtle?
Like a shield.
Okay.
Seems like a perfect.
You
time
want to
for a
get up and over
shot.
there?
I got
You want to do a dive bomb?
kind of a funny idea. Can I disarm the monkey?
I would love to see this roll. I would love to see this roll. Is this an ability or?
Yeah, I have a technically I have a dirty fighter ability called Disarm that when I strike an opponent's weapon with my strike an opponent's weapon at close range, roll with finesse, and on a hit they have to mark 2 exhaustion or lose their weapon, and it's well out of reach.
Nice.
And
This is very anime. I like it.
Yeah, 10 plus, they have to mark 3 exhaustion instead of 2. So I would like to run up with my... I'm going to do my little anime like Naruto dash with just my wings back and fly out with my knife.
Cool, give me that roll, baby.
Ooh, boy, that is a 12.
That is a 12. Hot dice.
I have a 5 and a 6, and I have +1 to finesse.
Hot dice, hot dice.
Yeah. Hot.
Do you want to describe this motion?
So I run up and I literally do like the dash past him, and it's just like you see like the shing, and the turtle just goes flying. It just like squeezes up and like sticks into the dirt behind him, like 10 feet behind him.
Turtle!
And
Dog!
I catch my hat and bring it back down over my eyes.
All right, I guess it's my turn, so I'm just gonna do a running like dive, jump down. He's distracted.
Give me that. Give me that roll, baby.
Yeah.
All right, might I presume?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a 4. A 4 plus 3 is 8, 9, 10, 11.
11.
We are rolling so good.
You...
I'm in a fight and I have a +3 to might. This is so rare it comes in use.
Right, yeah. You bring the policeman's flashlight from the 1980s down like a gong on Momo Pink's still plastic, non-solidified head. His feet go 6 relative inches into the ground. And just kind of is... You make a Diglett out of this kid, actually.
I was thinking an accordion. Like
No, you make a Diglett out of Momo Pink.
I'm picturing the anime thing where his head like compresses and you see his like teeth crack.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's confined him, I think.
Just stuck in the dirt.
Ruby, you feel a slight breeze behind you, and as
Nothing
you turn to
personal,
look,
kid.
and as you look behind you, you see the blue pheasant landing with Momo Black's head in its claws.
Ah, okay.
He's the blue pheasant is approaching the black dog's body.
Yeah, so I want to hit
blow it.
a trick shot off of Blue.
Trick shot. We're using which projectile at your disposal?
Drago.
Dragon. Dragon versus pheasant.
Round 2.
Fight.
So... okay, so...
It's finesse. It's finesse for attack, and then luck for this spin effect afterwards.
Okay, so I roll 13
Excellent.
for my trick shot.
Wow.
What objects are you trying to ricochet El Drogo
Okay,
off
so
of?
I want to hit the pheasant in the face, knock the head out of their hand, and then for my third one, your shot distracts an enemy and creates an opening.
An opening to do what?
I don't know. Someone else to attack them?
That makes sense. Yep. And then what did you roll luck for spin?
Haven't rolled luck yet. Ooh! Okay, a number 13.
Cool. Yeah. You pick up El Drago, reload it into the bay launcher. You let it rip. Another slow motion Japanese ink painting mural appears. Dragon versus pheasant. The lightning strike. We see the point end of El Drago's top go right in. It's like a slow motion, like jaw disjointing kind of impact on the blue pheasant's face, just kind of making the plastic pop out of socket as the out of their talons, the head of the black dog soars through the air, sending the blue pheasant down on the ground, kind of sliding back. Everything is sliding back. If something is being impacted, everything is sliding back. It's very anime. I'm gonna say that while the black dog's head is up in the air, who wants to make an attempt to catch it?
I can fly up and catch it.
Go for it. Because you can fly. Bird.
Because I can fly, yeah.
Because it's bird, yeah. We see the blue pheasant get knocked back, slide across the ground, and we see El Drago just like, another kill for my mighty Lord Ruby, and with a lot of vigor, just spin around the two fallen action figures, the dog and the pheasant, kicking up a lot of dust, and we can see rising out of the dust like the visage of a three-headed dragon maniacally laughing. Yeah, he might be evil. We don't know. But yeah,
I'm totally cool with that.
Would shock me not the least.
Not the least.
Yeah. Oh,
We see Morgan's talons grip the head of Momo Black, and
You
as
see like a little spin out of the dirt.
yeah,
Yeah. Fly up
The
and
whole
catch it.
thing's very anime today.
and as you descend with the head in your talons, in your wings, I don't know, just bird.
Yeah, catch it. Yeah,
Sure.
bird. Bird name.
You realize that the head is still alive, and it's still looking around and registering things happening.
Hey, can you talk?
I don't think I should.
Oh, you're coming with me, pal. Just stick him in the pocket.
Ah! Let me out!
Oh,
Let me out!
wanna keep
Please! This is not cool!
I take the bag of fake catnip and shove it in his mouth. Dog, shove him in the bag.
I'm gonna name you Terry.
This is Lawrence, my talking dog head.
My talking robo dog head.
Is anybody still up that I can see from?
No, Momo
Okay.
Pink has spirals for eyes, and Momo Blue has like squiggly X's for eyes at this point. I actually want to pan over to our friend Chewie slinking through the abandoned cityscape and finding Scratch just kind of posing next to a fountain with nobody nearby, just one finger pointed to the sky, one hand on his hip, just waiting. Oh, it's just you! You must be the leader of the Yokers!
That's definitely not right.
No,
What have
not
you done
according-
with my
according
friends?
to Ronnie.
I didn't do anything, but my group is kind of hanging out with them right now. I just wanted to come and offer you some
Just hanging.
food or something.
How,
I don't want to fight.
how could you possibly know my team's one weakness?
Heh?
Food! My team's one weakness!
I just like food.
cut back to his team being destroyed on the ground.
Yeah.
The one
The
and
other-
only thing that can bring my team down is food. There is no other force on the planet that can possibly bring them to their knees.
Then is there something else I can offer you?
Your head! And he pulls out, like, 2 X-Acto knives.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna be,
He charges
something
at you
I'm willing to
Naruto
give up.
style.
I
Okay,
kinda need this head, you know?
yeah, he's coming at you with 2 X-Acto knives, mate. If you have some kind of ability to try to not die in this instant, that would be cool.
I can parry.
Go for it. Make that roll.
I don't remember how to do that.
It's a roguish feat.
No, it's a weapon skill.
Oh, it's a weapon skill. I don't. have
You
that.
pull a spatula in each hand.
Pretty much.
It's the hair-slinging slasher!
A frying pan shield.
Hey, frying pan, as we all learned from Tangled, is a very effective weapon.
Absolutely.
Pull out like a little ladle.
Am I rolling might? What am I? I'm sorry, I don't know this already. I've never used this.
I'm
I think
bringing
it's
it
the
up
first
right
time
now.
you.
Okay.
It's the first time you've been in combat.
Yeah, I usually
you
don't
roll
fight.
with finesse.
You roll with finesse, yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
On a 10 plus, you get all 3 effects. On a 7 to 9, you pick 1.
Can you copy and paste that in our chat so I can
Yeah.
save it? I got a 9.
Nice.
Cool. So you get 1.
Nice.
One of the effects.
Oh.
This is very fitting because in anime, like, people can be running a very short distance for a very long time.
This is true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ha!
If there's anything I learned from my childhood watching Dragon Ball Z on Toonami, they can spend pretty much several years on a 5-minute section of a fight.
On one charge up. For
I guess
a
I'll take-
Kamehameha.
Yeah.
I'll take the you don't suffer any harm, and then I'll just try to, like, run back to my teammates. Because I'm not equipped to handle somebody coming at me with some knives.
It's like,
Yeah,
no, no,
so,
no,
he,
no, no.
so he lunges at you with the 2 X-Acto knives. You bing bong the knives up into the air. He goes, huh! And in that moment, you turn around and book it.
He looks down at
Sounds
the
about right.
He's like, he looks up. Ha! 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 Huh? And he sees your, like, dust sprint, and he's like, he starts running after you, same Naruto style and everything. What are you guys doing in the intermediate, in the minutes in between defeating and
Hours of this fight.
yeah, the whole years of this fight, and the time between defeating the Super Sentai and Chewie's triumphant return.
Sheath my blade. Like,
I can't steal any of the robots. I want to see if I
Talking
can
with
steal a
crazy
robot, but
doesn't
I'm already
work.
at 3.
I think
I wanna
we
skulk
should
around.
should probably incapacitate the ones that, just in case they get up for some reason. It's like one's
Okay.
stuck in the ground, one is headless, and I have his head in my pocket.
I walk over to the monkey, and I'm gonna try to. I mean, I don't know if it's gonna work because he's like a rubber man, but I was gonna try to remove his head. Just kind of
He's
put
like plastic. Unlike the other of the Momo Rangers, Momo Pink Monkey's head, his design is very manky-like, very primate-like. So his head
I think he's
is
just
more
a
or less
head.
part of his body. All the other ones, they've got like heads that are really easily detached, like the Momo Green,
Okay.
the Momo Green, the turtle.
I'm very strong.
Easy.
I just go around ripping off heads.
That's disturbing.
Yeah.
Are they like the
Yeah,
ball and
fine.
socket, like the ball and socket joint heads, where it's just like,
It's like
Yeah.
hold on, I have something for this. It's like this.
Yeah, real easy stuff.
Real easy stuff, yeah. I'm so glad I bought this very expensive miniature from Western New York Gaming, my one-stop local shop for all my gaming needs. Check out my poster. I printed it today. But yeah, it's relatively easy. They're like your combination Transformers, Power Rangers action figures. So now you just have a pocket full of heads, like all the heads
And
except
salt.
for and
Hopefully it's a different pocket.
you have Momo Green's, Momo Blue's, and Momo Black's head
And Momo Pink is
just
buried.
stuck in the ground. Like I said, it's very Diglett-like. You transformed him from Mankey to Diglett, which is crazy. And as you're as you're decapitating Momo Blue, you guys, Chewie, is there a particular noise you're making as you're rounding the corner?
What?
Basically just help.
Yeah, you see Chewie with a spatula in one hand, a frying pan in the other, running on all fours away from a rat with 2 X-Acto knives, going, "Come back and fight me, coward!"
No.
Well,
Huh. I'm trying to think about what I have.
Don't make me bust out the hourglass, guys.
God damn it. Are we kicking Scratch's ass or what? I looked at everyone.
I mean, probably.
He is running at a party member with knives. We need to at least incapacitate.
Yeah, alright. You want to use El Drago, knock him off his balance? I'll give him the old,
El Drago is still spinning around. That roll was
You want to
really...
grab the grabby hand and throw him off his guard, and I'll give him the old that?
While El Drago, because the roll was really good, that luck roll was really good, El Drago can be commanded while he's still spinning.
Okay.
Of which he still is, yes.
Yeah, I'll redirect him to trip up Scratch's legs.
Yeah.
Just tears through the Home Depot pants.
Yeah. Does that require a roll?
Yes. Just because you rolled bad doesn't mean it doesn't require a roll.
You didn't ask for one, so I was asking. That was a 4.
Was it 4? What were you rolling for? Finesse?
Yes.
Okay. You what do you say to El Drago?
I just tell him, go for the legs!
Whose legs? There's so much dust here! I can't see anything!
Yeah, so I'm just gonna pick him back up then.
Gotcha. That's gonna be, the failed attempt at directing El Drago is gonna be your turn. Someone else do something.
So you did say that they were parachute pants, correct? Like
They are MC Hammer parachute pants. I tried to make him look like, oh god, who's the big brother from Gurren Lagann?
Oh yeah.
Soma.
Yeah.
Soma. Right? No. Hold on. That's gonna bug me. I'm gonna look this up. Big brother.
Kamina?
Kamina! Yes! Yeah, I try to base his look off of Kamina. It's Kamina and Simo. Kamina's the big brother and he's really hot.
I would like to pocket sand.
You like the pocket sand? It's just the
I don't know, I'm not gonna
long-awaited
do that.
return of pocket sand. I'm not gonna
the
say
pocket
no.
sand-
I'm just gonna give you a hard time about choosing pocket sand.
If the pocket
Listen,
sand
I
doesn't work,
tried other plans first.
I know.
If all
pocket
else
sand
fails, I
doesn't
got a
work,
pocket full of salt.
I'm well aware.
the second
I'm gonna do a run up and just through the dust. It's gonna be very end. I'm just gonna appear and just throw salt in his face. Okay,
Roll.
that's cunning, which is only a +1, so we'll see what I get.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a 2 on the first die, which isn't good.
Not great.
But a 6 on the second one, so 6,
Total
7,
of-
8, 9.
Total of 9. You leap from the smoke screen that is slowly dissipating because now that El Drago has been picked up. This buff possum appearing with a pocket with a handful of salt. You throw it down at Scratch, who is Naruto running, and then you realize he's still wearing sunglasses, and you see the salt. You see the salt bounce off of the plastic, but one singular granule bypasses
All I
through
need
the
is
corner. Bypasses through the corner of the star-shaped sunglasses, right, and lands right in his rat cornea. And he goes, "Ugh!" And he stops. He kind of skids and stops. He's like, "Ugh!" And like
Get him!
puts a knife away, starts digging through it with a bony rat finger.
I'm gonna give someone else an opportunity to land the final hit on this guy instead of me just being a big guy with a flashlight again.
I was gonna. So my original plan before you pulled out the pocket sand was that I was gonna shoot a crossbow bolt through his cape and pin him to the ground.
Oh,
Yep.
well,
Could
that was
also
off
work.
guard. Do it.
Yeah. It's technically a trick shot. My shot cut something, break something, or knock something over, and I figured that if I shot his cape, it might knock him over. And I have to do
I can see that happening.
Roll finesse, and on a 7 to 9, I get to choose 2 things out of the list of
Heck
trick
yeah,
shots.
baby! Heck yeah! This is what
I
combat
just rolled
feels like in
another 5.
Roots.
That's the second time I've rolled a 5 and a 6 tonight, so that's another 12.
Yeah.
We are rolling this week.
I am on fire. I let these dice cook while I was gone.
Right in that holy water, yeah.
So I get to choose 2. When I'm gonna just choose the last 2, where it knocks him over. So it hits his cape and like pins him, so his neck is like stuck with the cape. And then the shot distracts him and provides an opportunity. So he's like distracted by the fact that his cape is like.
You see he's running, and now he's digging through his eyeball with a bony rat claw. He gets the tail, the cape gets pinned, and he goes, "Hit!"
The opportunity is now there for somebody else to.
He's just writhing on the ground with the one salt thing in his eye. He's like, "Ah!"
Chewie, kick his ass.
Yeah, now's your chance for redemption.
Chewie, kick his ass.
Go hit him with the frying pan.
I mean, I could definitely go do a big bonk.
Yeah, go give him the El Kabong.
Big in the bonk. You gonna do a big bonk?
Do a big bonk.
Yeah, I don't really have any weapon skills that would do anything, so it's just gonna be like a regular attack.
Straight up
Hit
might,
him with a
yep.
spatula.
Yeah, it's not. Come on, dice. Okay, that's another 9.
It's another 9. Love it. There's been, listen, he's like doubly disadvantaged here. So you, if I may, pitch a visual for you, Crater.
Absolutely.
You plant your heel and Akira slide with your raccoon body and the frying pan over your head. Bring it up, big arc, bonk right down on his head. We have little anime birds, little anime stars, like a squiggle coming out of his head. His skull has like an indentation and all that jazz.
No.
Yeah. Everyone here has been more or less incapacitated. It's at this point you can hear, Ronnie, in your like inventory, I guess, the heads of Momo Green and Momo Blue like coming to and like talking to each other. Where's Momo? Where's Momo Pig? Where's Momo Black? Why are we just heads? Come on! Hey! I don't know what's going on. Wait, okay, so they clearly figured out a way to decapacitate us. I can only imagine the plans that they have for us. You must remain steadfast and protect, as you always have. And I will think ahead. I will make a plan, as I always have. And hopefully Scratch will get us out of this. What about Momo Red? We don't talk about Momo Red anymore.
I'm just gonna pick both their heads out of my pocket and go, "You guys doing all right?"
Momo Red?
Momo Red.
We don't talk about Momo Red anymore, says Momo Blue.
You're gonna talk about Momo Red, actually.
We don't talk about Momo Red anymore.
I'm gonna
Why
just
not?
move their heads so they can see what we did to their boss and go, "We're gonna talk about Momo Red."
Momo Green is like, Momo Red, shut up. We are disembodied heads. There is not much more you can do to us.
That's
Okay.
easy.
Morgan, you on the pitch? I toss you one of the heads like pull
I
the
just-
bed.
And I pull out
This is the one that's like,
Black.
this is the one that just said we're not talking.
Oh, yeah,
I want to keep the one that's starting to say. Yeah.
The
Pull up
Momo
Black
Green,
Girl.
Momo Green, the turtle head was stuttering. Momo Blue
Yeah.
seems to be the wise smartass of the pair of the team.
All right. I'm just gonna set them both down because I assume we're gonna do this with Momo Black.
I was like, oh, Momo Black, huh? So let's just take that kitty litter
Blue!
back out of your mouth.
Green!
there.
Pink!
Hey, bud.
Scratch! Huh? Hey!
You really seem to like flying around here today. How do you want to go for another little trip?
Can I be attached to my own body again?
No. Here we go.
Ah, worth a shot.
I give him a nice little lob shot, so you can just like crank
Right
it
down the middle. Yeah.
It's like this is like 40-year-olds playing softball, where I just kind of like, here we go.
I have no idea. I have no doubt that I can make the shot. So
I
might
also
check
have
the
no doubt.
Intimidation on the others.
Yeah, go ahead and make that intimidation roll.
While the head's flying, I'm gonna fly up and catch it.
I mean, we don't want to lose any of these heads, I assume.
That's my worst roll of the day is a 9 on total because I am still very strong.
It's a pop fly.
I look back to Momo Green.
Momo Red left. Shut up. We don't
I'm gonna
talk
take
about
Momo
Momo.
Blue, and I'm just gonna put his face into the ground. Momo Green, you were saying.
Momo Red was our leader, and when we got kicked out, he got really mad at Scratch. So Scratch kicked him out of the Momo Rangers, which doesn't make any sense. Red is always the
Sounds
leader.
like my kind of guy.
So where is the red?
No one knows.
Yeah, what do you go?
No one knows, huh?
All I know
When you
is that
see
I
him
miss
last.
when he gave us peaches. This was the best day of my life.
Peaches?
Yeah. He gave us all peaches. That's how we became the Momo Rangers. Sorry, I accidentally lowered my chair.
Ronnie, I am beyond confusion. This one's beyond me. I have no idea what's happening here.
Yeah, I don't
Chewy, is there
keep
any
up with the
peaches
child
around here?
toys.
I mean, one of the dumpsters might have some.
I mean, it's not that hard. Also, you were in a dumpster full of food. And
Yeah, I mean, like the kids, like peach
We're at
cups
the-
or fruit cups might have some. So like, I could theoretically have some in my inventory.
You remember yesterday that Momo Black seemed really interested in a little bit of food that you offered out to him, but it was Momo Blue that was like, Black, don't! Like, clearly Blue being most often, like, the smartest voice of reason, clearly knew something about giving Momo Black food that would not be great for them and the status quo.
I would absolutely like to offer food. It would be nice to specifically offer them peaches. Would I have to mark depletion for that?
No, I mean, like I said, Momo Blue clearly didn't want you offering any kind of food to Black.
I meant for it to be peaches. Like,
You want to specifically look for peaches.
yeah.
Yeah. I can say, go ahead and mark 2 depletion. I'm going to say 2 depletion.
Okay.
Just like offhandedly, you were like, oh, there's peaches in this fruit cup. That might be cool for later. Just for, like, when you were in the dumpster, the fruit cups and whatnot. And so you like bring out like a soggy little peach slice. Which of so you have 3 Momo Ranger heads. You have Black, which was just a pop fly, Blue, whose head is down on the ground, and then Green, who is all but spilling his guts.
I mean, I would like to offer it to Black first because it was, like, very obvious that was like a good idea for us to do at the time.
Yeah.
But I would like to eventually offer it to all of them.
Cool. So as Morgan is flying down with Momo Black in his talons, Chewy holds out his paws. What do you say to Momo Black to get him to eat the peaches? To eat the peach slice. It is, I remind you, a tiny plastic dog head that is kind of robotic, kind of Power Ranger-y.
If you miss peaches so much, you can have some of mine.
Peaches?
Millions of
Yeah, here. I have it here.
And he kind of, with his jaw, kind of like jostles his head forward through Morgan's hands towards Chewie's hands, and kind of licks at and like kind of chews the best a plastic dog head can these peaches, and he's like, oh, this brings back such awesome memories. Green, Blue, you gotta get in on this. And you can hear in the muffled dirt, Momo Blue's like,
I'm gonna green it on this. I'm gonna save it on Blue. I wanna... Come on, let's get you.
I can imagine
Blue to be
Blue's
last.
beak is stuck in the ground. So who you offering to next?
Green.
Green.
I'm holding up Green's head to be offered for. Whether Chewie listens to me is completely up to Chewie.
I was already gonna do it.
Green sees the joy in Black's eyes and is like, yeah, Peaches! You remember Peaches, right? And he takes a bite and is like, yeah! Like heaven! Oh, man, I wish Red were here. Yeah, Red had the best peaches! You can feel a sort of, their colors start to resonate off of them, and their heads start to float a little bit, and before you can, like, blink or catch them, they, like, snap back to their bodies. Momo Black kind of, like, picks his head off of the ground and shakes off his dog body like a dog would. Momo Green is still, like, half, like, stuck like a plate in the ground. He's like, can I... Hey, guys! Can I... Yeah, can I help?
Can I help it?
Yeah, go for it. You just gotta, I mean, it's not, you just gotta push him over so he's
Go
not...
for it. Give him a little kick.
Yeah, he's like a sea turtle. He's like a sea turtle, so he flops on over and he's got his 4 flippers and he starts to move across the ground like a sea turtle would. And he's like, yeah! Peaches!
Maybe you guys should go look for your friend.
You know who would know, had, you know, the best chance of any of us to find Momo Red would be, and he looks over at Momo Blue, who is scowling at them all with his beak in the dirt.
I begrudgingly pick him up.
You want some peaches, Blue?
You idiots! Idiots! Wait till Scratch hears about this! He'll have you all killed!
I don't think that's gonna be a problem.
I thought you guys were friends. Why would he kill you?
We are friends! We're the greatest team that there ever was! And you've all ruined it by taking food from strangers!
I don't see how this is an issue.
I'm just gonna go ahead and aim the Momo Blue head back at Scratch again and go, I don't think he's gonna do much of anything anytime. Side note, guys, why haven't we been solving all our problems with violence? Turns out we're really good at it.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
You
I
just
prefer
wait!
causing problems.
You say we're really good at it, and you just see Morgan just like crack his back. He's like, oh.
Oh, that's right.
You just wait!
Really good at it. You were all here too.
You just... He's just... Momo Blue shifting his head in your hands. You just wait till he wakes up. He's gonna deliver an amazing, empowering speech. It'll get everyone back on his side.
While he's talking, I want to shove a peach in his beak.
I've been waiting for it, yes. And he does...
Oh, that's so good.
And the sweetness, the juices run down his beak that, you know, kind of turns into a little bit of a fruit mud because there was still dirt on his beak, and he tastes it and goes, my hatred, my pride, I've been blinded by a madman. I turned my back on my oldest and truest friend. My oldest and truest friends, my comrades in arms. Hundreds, thousands of enemies slain in his name. Momotaro. And he starts to cry, and there is a blue
What
radiance.
does that look like?
He cries. I don't know. Miraculous, sparkly anime tears come out of his plastic
They
eyeballs.
can taste peach despite not having taste buds, so I wouldn't take that too seriously.
Like he couldn't
Turns
come up
out-
blood earlier.
Turns out the blue one has a water reservoir where if you push the button, it squirts water out of his mouth.
There it is. There
There it
The
is. There's the
drinking bird, but
merchandising
it's
up.
also like a squirt gun.
I'm out of your mouth right now.
You got there's a blue radiance that radiates off of Momo Blue's head, and the head floats, and in a quick flash, reattaches itself to the rest of his plastic body, and the blue pheasant is whole. Picks itself up, picks dirt out from between its plastic plates that make up his wings. I know where he went. I know where Momo Red is. Pink, are you with
Hold
me?
on, real quick. Can we have a
And-
little huddle real quick?
Oh, you guys are huddling?
Sure.
We should
Yeah, real quick. Guys, why are we... Hold on. Guys, why are we trying to get these guys to... What are we doing right now?
I
Making
thought
them
we were
not our
just
enemies?
distracting them.
What?
We don't want them to be our enemies, so we made them not enemies.
Okay, just wanted to make sure I knew what was going on, whether or not we were like...
I'm not gonna offer food to an enemy. I mean, unless I think I can turn them into a not enemy.
I truly believe that. That's very poetic, Chewie. Thank you. I knew you had that wisdom I needed. Sorry for calling a huddle.
Sure.
Yeah, you
Alright,
guys break from the huddle, and Momo Blues now has his arms crossed and he's kind of stamping his pheasant foot, like, annoyed, like. You realize while you were huddled, Momo Pink pried himself out of the ground and freed Scratch, right?
God damn it.
You turn around, there's like a ping ping, like where they used to be.
So, out of curiosity, why didn't you stop him from doing that?
Well, that
Yeah.
one, he points at Chewie. He didn't tell us to.
What?
You gave us all
Yes.
peaches. You're our leader now.
No. You
That's
can be your
how
own
this
leaders.
works.
Momo
Okay, then be your
Black,
own leaders.
Momo Blue, but... That's too many magic items, Chewie. I would be very careful.
Be your own leaders. That's my command, okay? No ties to me. Go find your friend.
I feel like
Go
this-
be
I
free.
feel like this is going to turn poorly very quickly.
Maybe.
Your mission is to find Momo Ranger Red. Be gone.
Thank you, Ruby.
Okay. I know where he is. I know
Then go
where.
get him.
I can't
Why?
Why not?
because he's gone still. There needs to be a living creature there to reactivate his magic. Do you guys not know anything about us magical objects?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Yeah, nah, this is all new.
It's the only
Set-
one our entire group has, and I don't really understand his deal.
I mean, you also have to keep in mind, I didn't know that feeding you guys peaches was gonna do anything other than just make you happy, so...
Well, I guess a human legend wouldn't really be passed down to... I mean, Scratch seemed to know about us pretty well. Oh well, I guess that's... Well, he is a weird fellow. Well, there is a certain amount of living energy that needs to be departed on to certain magic items, such as us. We are classified as action figures, and if we don't have access to a living being to give us life, whether that be the love of a child or belonging to a sentient creature like yourselves, we become still. And
So
just
you can't
lifeless.
just be free, you have to have somebody give you energy?
Yeah, someone has to give us life.
Hmm.
Like I said, Momo Red has gone still. And I can't wake him up, I am plastic. And neither can Black and neither can Green.
Well, we can at least wake him up. Like, all together, maybe?
I don't want to be this guy, but do we have... What about the Thrall, are you doing okay? You've done literally nothing this whole game.
Yeah.
You can see
Thrall, the man we're saving.
Thrall has taken the same kind of stance that he did when he was watching the little children and their political drama play out, kind of off in the background. He's very large, and so he doesn't really feel comfortable with the tight confines of this little rodent city. And so he's kind of been like, I've been watching the whole thing. This is very entertaining.
If we can do it on our way, it's fine. Thrall looks like he's having fun anyway.
Yeah, I just need a way to get from here to there without ruining any of this. This all looks really nice. I don't want to ruin anyone else's life.
No one lives here.
There is a way around, right? You could just walk around.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. I guess so. Yeah. There's also
Every day that passes that gets us closer to getting rid of Thrall is another day closer for me retiring.
Every day that he's close to retiring is the less days I have to worry about covering for you, Ruby. So I also want this.
Hey, you're not covering for anything. I've been behaving.
excuse me. It's Momo Blue speaking up. So what is your relation to that large ogre over there?
That's Thrall Abdul. He's a deer. We don't like him. We're trying to get him home.
He's a forest animal.
He's the forest
We're
like on the
city
other side of the
animals.
fence.
Yes.
We can
Maybe.
help you get. We can help him get through the fence if all 5 of our powers are combined.
Ah.
Well, then let's go wake up your friend then.
There's always some.
I swear.
What?
it's
Well, we
these-
also need to get Green back.
Also, we
Well,
might
Green
want to
is
split.
right here. Hi.
We might want to split the group a little bit between all of us because it's bad, I think, for people to have too many human items.
And you're those. So I already have 3, so I'm locked out.
Which
I-
are you 3?
Though I have the decoder ring, the sunglasses, which I
Right.
always forget I'm wearing,
Right.
and the flashlight, which I can't remember what it does, because I didn't write it down.
It does a blinding radiance thing.
That's right.
I
Thank you.
have
Yeah.
2 at the moment.
You have 2.
Okay. And
I
then
have-
Shui
I
only
have
has the
the,
spatula, right?
I don't have
I-
anything as far as I'm aware.
Yeah.
I have the
Chewie doesn't have
ability
any.
that makes me.
It makes food taste good.
Yeah, but like Chewie doesn't know that.
Yeah.
Ah.
Chewie's apron is just Chewie's apron.
Yeah. Alright.
It is.
I have
It is.
fake ring that makes me handsome, and
Handsome
I have the
You were
necklace.
handsome
That,
before. It makes
I
you
have the
more
necklace that
handsome.
takes me to the bath.
So like, I can't give one to Ronnie, but I could give one to Ruby and one to Sam, right?
Mm-hmm.
That should be
I can
okay.
have
And
one
then
more.
and then like Thrall it might be able to handle having someone or more, maybe.
I can hold on to magic items if you need space to hold other magic items. I mean,
If you're okay with it.
I can have up
I
to
don't know
3.
if how that works rules-wise.
Yeah, so if me and Morgan take one and then Thrall takes the other 3, we're good.
Yeah.
Well, there's only 4 at the moment.
We won't split you up as a
There won't-
team since
there's,
we're all a
There's
team.
only 3
Oh,
with
we
you
have magic
currently.
items?
Yeah, there's only 3 with us currently. So,
1 ran away with
You can all-
Scratch, and then 1 is off being not alive.
so we're gonna need Peaches to get the pink one back.
We're gonna need millions of peaches.
Mm.
Peaches
We
for
could-
pink.
We could go back into the kid place and get some from there.
You have enough
So you'd
peaches.
have to go back to the kids'
No,
place.
I made-
I'm
I
sure there's-
like in response to needing millions of peaches.
No way. That was a
No.
joke exclusively
I have-
for James, the
Yeah.
player, not
I have
any
tons of
character.
peaches. It's fine. We got peaches.
That was a
I'm
joke
sure we
for the
can
one
find some
person who listens
cans
to
around here
presidents.
somewhere.
For the one person in the group old enough to have heard that song.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
those
also heard it.
presidents of the United States is me.
I'm confused.
There's a bit
You're the only one that has heard that.
There's a song by there's a song by a group called the Presidents of the United States called Peaches,
Mm-hmm.
and the song's not about peaches, but it's a song about peaches.
It talks about peaches a lot.
It's about butts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's
Well, peaches come in a can.
they were put there by
They
a
were-
man in a factory downtown.
What the heck? I am extremely
Literally a song,
lost.
dude. You gotta actually
Yeah.
look it up soon.
It's-
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't real
The
time.
outro should be Peaches today, if that's not a copyright thing.
I mean, Peaches, we could totally. I mean, I was gonna name this episode Momo Ranger Super Sentai, but if you guys want to name it Peaches, I'm down for it.
Millions of peaches.
Millions of Peaches.
Peaches for free.
I love
I
this
did
bit
give
that I
Peaches
don't
for
get.
free.
I absolutely love this bit I don't get. So how are we how are we divvying up these 3 plastic animals?
Well, I think Chewie has to come with the team that's going after Scratch and Pink, because we need you to get Pink to eat the peaches. However, I do think that we need to have somebody who can combat Scratch, so we need a fighter to go with you.
Hey,
Sounds like Ronnie's stepping up to the plate.
Okay.
apparently I'm real good at that.
I'm good at fighting too. You're just our brawler.
Momo Green kind of flippity flops over to Ronnie and says, "My power is shield unbreakable."
Oh, Ronnie, you could also give one of your items to Thrall to take someone with you.
Bro, how do you feel about wearing sunglasses?
Yes. I love it. You can, like, it's like enormous neck like lowers down in front of you. Like the sunglasses on a deer like kind of like only like rest gently on his snoot. Pince nez, yes.
How you pronounce
All
it?
right.
Pince nez.
I always say
pince nez.
pince nez. I don't know how it's actually pronounced.
Who
I
knows,
think
man?
I feel like it's a
pronounced
French
Pince-nez.
word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only because I've heard it in other shows. I've never
Did you
looked
hear
at
it in
myself.
the Adventure Zone?
No, I heard it in not another D&D podcast, but season 2.
Did they say that in that pod?
In the season 2, when they do their
Oh.
when they do their like Bloodborne.
Welcome to the TTRPG show where we talk about other TTRPG shows. Momo Black walks up to you, Chewie, and goes, my power is Force Unstoppable, which is, in retrospect, kind of odd, because I was very much stopped earlier.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. And you see Momo Blue kind of looking off into the distance, kind of very anti-hero-like.
It's like Falco.
Rivali.
That works too.
Okay, so
Everyone, name asshole birds!
everyone's naming what they're doing. What do you do, Blue?
My ability is Mind Unbreakable. Why are you
I can
laughing?
tell.
Man, you see,
What
you
does
not
that
see-
even
do
mean?
you not understand the irony that your mind was broken by Scratch?
Yeah.
You're
You all see,
Unstoppable.
are you sure, Green? Are you sure you're unbreakable?
Green, I don't want to be
To
this guy.
be,
You're
Green goes, to be fair, my shell is still intact.
That's a good point. His mind, on the other hand.
I just gotta
guess
check because things are just not adding up quite at the
I
moment.
guess it doesn't apply to the person's grip.
I get it now. Blue speaks up. All of our powers have been defective because we've been under a false leader. I
Sure.
believe
I don't
with
think
that.
that's what
if we
this
can
is.
Everything sounds
Absolutely.
fine. That checks out, Blue. We're good.
Let's just go find Red. Who wants to take me?
Uh,
I already got the green one.
I'll take Blue. I got 2 on me. I can handle 1 more.
I guess I'll take Black then.
Bird.
You see Black transform into a pair of robotic legs that kind of around your legs. So now
He's
you
already
have
so
black
fast.
robo dog pants. And for you, Chewie, you see Momo Green kind of bust open from the underside of the shell and just kind of wrap itself around your chest.
That was backwards.
Yeah, it's wild.
You
I
said
mean-
Chewie there instead of Ronnie.
Oh, Ronnie, sorry.
That's all.
Because
Last
Black
name-
is the one that I got.
Right, Ronnie, you have green shell armor now, and
I was gonna use him as like a shield and then just have the big old flashlight and just
yeah.
be a fucking Dark Souls boss.
And after like a sarcastic beat, Momo Blue breaks apart and kind of drapes himself gracefully around your shoulders, Morgan. It becomes like very pointed. What's it called? The armor that just goes right here.
Pauldron?
Pauldrons, yeah, very elegant, very bird-like pauldrons with with his head kind of right here, right at your chest.
No, this is not my style.
How do you think
I
I
don't think it
feel?
looks good on you.
Let's get this over with.
And away they go, striking a battle pose in one direction.
Hey, Blue. Before these guys take off, what does Pink do?
Oh, Pink's ability is object unmovable.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
Yeah. All right. You got that, Ronnie?
Yeah, I think I get the gist.
All right. Just making sure you know what you're getting into.
So what's Red's then?
Oh, his is the power of friendship.
Of course. Yeah, I should assume.
Sure.
Yeah,
I don't
alright.
understand all of this backsass I'm getting. I'm dispensing very valuable information.
Where did I put that?
Why wouldn't his be the power of leadership, Bruce?
So later on, if you can hear Ruby talk with El Drago, just know that you sound as goofy to us as he probably sounds to you.
Ruby's over there with El Drago. She'd be like, "Who's a good?"
Yeah.
Who's a good dragon? Who's an evil overlord?
You
They're
did.
never gonna replace you.
It's just an evil dragon. She's like, "Yes, good."
Gotcha. So
Your master
So we're
will
going-
not abandon you.
So we're going 2 off to fight Scratch and 2 off to find Red.
Yep.
Cool. Who and who?
Me and Ruby are going to find Red. And
Oh, that's so good. We got a good split on this one.
Cool.
This is the worst dynamic each.
Yes.
knowing the games that I've played with Moss so far, it's going to turn into some ridiculous dance number.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Have you watched the Honey Heist episode yet?
It's.
I have a.
Bad
It's,
noodle.
it's,
Bad noodle.
Blasphemer.
I will say it's wild. It's
It's
wild.
amazing.
I need
Heresy.
to.
Pure
Bad
heresy.
noodle. Bad noodle.
Yeah.
5 minutes of
Oh, come on.
time.
That hasn't either, though.
Yeah, I still need to.
Has James and
Crit doesn't
Crit
watch
seen
any
From
of
the
the
Crows?
Have you
I've
seen
seen-
seen 2 Birds, 1 Crime? Which is what I named the episode.
Oh, that's a good name. That's a really good name, actually.
Yeah.
What-
I
2
like
Birds, 1 Crime. It is also wild. I played whatever.
You played Magnum Indianapolis.
Ronnie, you find yourself a little bit encumbered by the turtle, and Chewie, you are fast.
He was already so fast.
Already so fast, but now you've been imbued with something called Force Unstoppable.
I have
This is
speed.
tank. A walking tank.
And we just see Chewie running circles around Ronnie, who's moving incredibly slowly.
Whee!
I just realized my shirt's been fully buttoned this whole time. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm sorry.
What a
I'm not
bad
on my A game
bisexual
today.
you are. How dare you?
I'm not on my A game today. I'm sorry. There we go.
I'm just picturing Chewie just being like SpongeBob in the episode where they all got superpowers.
The
He's
quick
like,
stir! With
Yeah,
the
you
ability
wanna
to
see-
move very quick!
you want to send me out, Ron? You want to see do it again?
Wanna see me on that mountain back? Wanna see me do it again?
There's actually a theory, just as a tangent. There's a theory that he is the fastest speedster in
To ever
like,
exist?
to ever exist because he can outrun the cameraman. And
Yes!
yeah.
The very elusive cameraman.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Meanwhile, his speed doesn't make any
fastest.
sense. It would cause those like concussive bubbles. Like,
Oh, not if he's smart about
I
it.
love a good tangent, but let's also move.
Yeah.
Let's move on. We have 45 minutes left, and there's a whole third
Yeah.
act to be had.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, yes. Okay.
Gotcha. So from the sky, you and Momo Blue Morgan, you survey all of the city. You see a kind of gross and oily bay of kind of miscellaneous garbage fluid that has coalesced, kind of kind of like on the fence side of the dump that kind of spills off of like a waterfall through the fence and like to the drainage ditch running alongside the railroad tracks on the other side. And you do see forest, and your soul is filled with a kind of fresh energy that, you know, reminds you of a time that you don't even remember, like way before the founding of New Rodensburg and all that. And then you hear in your mind's eye and like kind of in a heads up display, like a notification that that Blue is sending to you. There he is, and on this mountain of tires and like car seats, there sits a red samurai action figure with his legs crossed and his hands on his knees, with his head down, just kind of still and silent.
I rush up to him.
Well, you're still on the ground. He's seeing this from he's like way up in the sky.
Okay.
You still gotta like go there and scale the mountain.
Alrighty. So the added superpower suit doesn't give me extra strength, right? So I wouldn't just be able to pick
it does,
up Ruby.
however, give you +3 to cunning.
Oh, I already have +3 to cunning.
Mind unbreakable, my dude.
I am like Batman in the Metatron chair.
The Mobius chair?
Yeah, the Mobius chair.
Yeah.
That's the one.
There's the chair.
Well, Metatron's the one who sits in the chair. That's where I was
Metatron's chair.
thinking.
The chair specifically designed for Metatron.
No, Metatron's chair.
That's where it's at.
All right, so I fly back down to Ruby and be like, all right, well, we got a bit of hike, so, you know, pick up your top, and we'll get moving here.
Ronnie, what's your plus to strength? Or
Apparently
Mike,
it's
sorry?
3.
Well, now
Three.
it's +6. And, Chewy, what was your finesse modifier?
It's actually 0 because my cunning is
Okay.
the thing I use most of the time.
Your finesse is now +3. Until Momo Black is disarmed or unequipped.
Okay.
Yeah, you are fast and you are stronger. Now you two just have to figure out some way to find Momo, Pink, and Scratch, while also accommodating for Ronnie's impaired movement.
Can I ping them from the sky as well?
Yes, because they're all part of a Super Sentai squad. They can communicate with each other.
All right. Hey, Blue, we're going to also do a little reconnaissance here. And we're going to scope out Scratch and Pink.
What an excellent idea. I can actually locate Pink's signature. Let's see. Go ahead and give me a cunning roll.
Oh, I can't fail this.
Absolutely not.
I just rolled an 8, so a +6 is a 14.
That's a 14 BB. There's Pink. He and Scratch have gone to the top of the... I have not given this place a name. Refusokyo. Refusokyo, the top of Refusokyo Tower.
That's a gross name.
It's a it is a gross
All
name.
thing's disgusting.
Man,
Gross.
Place just stinks, man. All right, we're going to go back
It's
down. We're
a
gonna
literal dump.
If I wasn't
Do,
a possum, this would be annoying.
Blue, do green and black know how to get there?
I'm sending the location now.
Awesome. Terrific.
Ronnie,
All right.
Chewy, you get heads-up notifications, even though you have nothing on your faces. And you see a pink dot at the top of a very tall tower in the middle of what you now know to be Refusokyo.
Okay.
You'll find Pink there. You hear Blue's voice.
Okay, we gotta go that way.
Yeah, well, we're just kind of clomping along. Hey, Green, what happened to all the people who lived here?
There was never really... I mean, there were bugs here, I guess. We got kicked out of a place, I think it was like a park or something. Well,
Yeah, that's where we're from.
Oh, really? That's super cool. Me and the other Momo Rangers were left behind by our previous master, a child, and we were picked up by this rat, Scratch, who thought we were really cool. He had like a ring on his hand, and he was able with that he was able to decode and like learn all about our source material, which is a TV show which was imported from a human country called Japan to this place where we live called the United States of Amnesia, I think.
Never heard of it.
That checks out.
And he kind of really fell for the culture of Japan hard and fast. So when we had this opportunity, he called it, start a new life, he called it, in this place, he kind of used our powers to model this junkyard after Japan.
Ah.
We've been more or less playing out the same insane dream of a lonely rat for a couple of years now. And whenever some new critter comes to town, our town, Refusokyo, they're always labeled an ogre, and we always do battle, and we always defeat them, and we always throw them into the bay, and they always get washed over the falls, and they always, go across the roto tracks or whatever.
Alright. Weird.
This place doesn't even have a good ramen shop. This place sucks.
Yeah, okay. I just thought this was a city people lived in, and then he took it over, and so I was worried about that. But
No, the truth is actually way sadder.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm really bummed out now, actually.
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
Oh, it's okay. Maybe he'll find the light of the good burger one day.
The good burger?
Yeah, oh, have you not heard?
I have not.
We have 30 more minutes of walking, so I just tell him all about my lovely religion.
I love it. Absolutely love it. Ruby, I'm gonna need it. Ruby, I'm gonna need a couple. Ruby, you have to scale a gauntlet of various sized discarded car tires.
Okay.
What would you like to do in this situation?
I want to use acrobatics to scale this mountain.
Cool. Do you want to use the sticky hand at any point, or do you want to wait until you fail the roll? If you fail the roll.
I'll use it if I fail. I'll catch
That's
myself using my grappling hook.
Grappling hook, yeah. I love it.
Grappling hook.
Well, there goes one dice. Okay, so it's 10. Cool.
10.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a cool thing. Ruby has always been a spry and acrobatic lass. Kind of scurrying up the tires, kind of using the natural squishiness of the tires to kind of bounce her way up and about the top. And with a 10, I'm gonna say you make it up there pretty good, pretty fast, and you land on this sedan car seat where Momo Red is sitting in the cross-legged position with his sword over his and sword in his hands on his knees, head facing the ground. He's kind of just a straight up red robot samurai.
Okay.
How many magic items do you have?
I've only got 2. I can have one more.
Which are your 2 magic items? Oh, the disc launcher and El Drago.
Yes.
All
Okay,
weapons.
Just had to remind myself.
Yeah, so I would just use my tail and slap him.
Nothing happens.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that's gonna work. Hey, Blue.
Yes.
How do we turn that one on?
His pride was very badly damaged when he was kicked off of the team that he founded. I don't know. He seems to be suffering from a broken heart.
Oh,
Aw.
come on. Ruby,
His
give him a
power
hug.
is friendship, and his friends turning their back on him seems to. Hold on, and he detransforms and unequips himself from you, Morgan. Your cunning goes back to your normal stat. And he walks over to Momo Red. Momotaro, it's Pheasant. I know you can hear me. I have 2 living creatures here whose presence should wake you. Momotaro!
It doesn't seem to be working.
Momotaro, I'm sorry. And Momo Blue turns and walks back to Morgan after a couple paces.
All right. Let me try something here.
I don't know how to use the power of friendship.
I don't know how to do the power of friendship so good either, but I do know how to do the power of respect. So I walk up to this kneeling samurai toy and I kneel in front of him with... I'm assuming he's like doing like the samurai pose where he's got like a blade sitting across his lap. And I pull my knife and I put it in the same position and I stand in front of him. I sit there for a second, just trying to think of like, what the hell would this like warrior person who respects friendship want? I pull out one of my 5 baubles that I had of my crow gifts, and I have a shiny green rock that I have in my pocket, and I take it out and I place it on his lap, and I go back into like the kneeled position that he like mimicking him. I'm not so good at being friends, but from one old soul to another, you can have that.
Give me a charm check.
Sure. This is not something that Morgan is good at. I have a -1 to charm.
He's not charming. You do, however, have the ring that makes you hot.
Okay, what does that give me? Is it just like a +1 to...
Yeah, I'll let you have a +1 to your charm.
Alright, so I'm just rolling flat on charm then.
Flat charm, yeah.
Alright. That is a 7.
It's a 7? 7 good or bad? I can't remember.
7's is the bottom of success.
Bottom of success.
Mixed success.
7 to 9 is mixed success.
You stay kneeling in front of Momo Red, the green rock, right in front of him. You can hear in the background, right behind you, Momo Blue is still pacing, tentatively like a bird. An action you know very well.
Yep.
There's a moment of silence besides the pacing, and Momo Blue, in just enormous frustration, stamps his foot on the ground and says, "Damn it, Red! I said I was sorry!" And with that, Momo Red's head moves up sharply to meet Blue's gaze, which kind of goes like right through your gaze, right through your head, because Blue is standing right behind you, and so you can feel the piercing gaze of this warrior going right to his what would best be described as the lancer of the group. Excuse me, you're in my way. I'm trying to look at my friend.
Yeah, I got that. All right, hang on. These old bones don't move so good. Just try to get off my knees, like, oh shit. Just get up and like dust myself off and walk away.
Momo Red takes his sword, sheaths it, takes one step up. When the burping demon swallowed me whole, and it was your fault, then you never said sorry. When the gust from your feathers knocked me into the sea, and I had to spend 3 hours wrestling a hydra. At that point, Blue, you didn't say sorry. When it was your silver tongue that got us all locked up in Ogre King's dungeon, you didn't say sorry then. And they both have very manly, sparkly anime tears going down either one of their faces. He holds the green rock in his hand. I know you don't make friends easily, Blue. And he looks up at Blue, and he looks over at Morgan. I'm glad, despite the unagingness of our matter, we are still capable of change. And you see Momo Blue just completely break down, like completely unfold itself, and just kind of with an enormous amount, like it's as if two Transformers hugged each other so hard that they transformed in mid-hug, and you can see the true form of Momo Blue's armor, shoulder-mounted armor, wrapping around Momo Red. Okay. Let's get my... It's so good to be alive again. I've missed you, friend. Let's get the others and save this city. And he takes out the sword and points at the rest of the city. Also, when the fuck did a city get here?
I don't know.
Phenomenal question. Thanks for asking. Let's keep moving.
just got here.
What is the tail end of your religious conversation sounding like?
And that's why if you just believe in the good burger will do what it needs for you.
That's the secret sauce. I get it now.
Exactly. That's we don't have the Holy Ghost, we have the secret sauce. That's our thing.
Right. Chewie, you and Momo Black have been at the top of the stairs for 20 minutes, waiting for Ronnie and Momo Green to get up to the top, and you catch the tail end of this conversation as they finally get here. You look over and see that Momo Pink and Scratch have been posing against the glass as the sun continues to set. The sun has been setting for like 3 hours, guys. And they say, "Ta! So, you've turned my friends against me."
Is that what you call them? You don't really treat them like that.
Oh, I'll show you what I treat them like, Momo Pink! And you see Momo Pink's body bisect itself and transform into two enormous pink gauntlets. That Scratch reaches out with both hands and he kind of like he turns them into Vi's gauntlets, big meaty fisty fists. You know what I mean? And he kind of does the motion to the two of you.
So you'll show me how you treat them by treating me violently. I think you kind of just made my point for me.
Stop thinking about it! And he rushes towards you.
Stop thinking about it.
Okay, so if he's rushing towards me, then I'm just gonna dodge because I'm speedy.
Give me a finesse check with your +3 finesse, PP.
Alright.
Fast as fuck, baby.
I got a 10.
You got a 10. Just kind of, he like power punches. It's kind of gliding effortlessly across the ground. And like he passes you after you like the second he took off, you had already moved to the side, and he clearly saw you move to the side, but he just didn't readjust his course, so he sails past you effortlessly, and that fist plants kind of softly and gently up against the exterior shell of Ronnie and Momo Green. Oh no!
So that.
What'd you roll? Was your +6 in might?
You roll 2 6s? You rolling boxcars, baby?
So you bring it down.
I got an 18!
Got an 18!
Fuck
A
yeah.
roll that should be impossible in Roots, but yet I'm crazy.
It's not
You-
your fault.
You bring the policeman's flashlight from the 1980s down on Scratch and Momo Pink with such force that you give him an express elevator trip all the way down to the bottom floor. So we see... And you two who are standing on Car Parts Mountain along with Momo Red and Blue see the kind of impact of that blow travel down through Refusokyo Tower. Okay.
Yeah.
You can see through the hole in the floor and the other floor and all the other floors as well. Him slowly taking the pink fists and kind of peeling himself off of the ground. Lucky shot.
To my armor, my green guy, and I go, you said unbreakable, right?
Unbreakable, yes.
I run and jump down, like, running from the top ropes.
Okay.
The turtle's unbreakable doesn't mean you are.
I'm fine. Don't worry about me. If they survived it, I'll be fine.
Gotcha. This I'm gonna. Yeah, okay. This is gonna be. I mean, this has got to be another might check. Listen. There's nothing else it could be. This is very mighty.
That's
Yeah.
still a fucking 16.
That's still
10 on the dice plus 6.
16. You with the time it takes you to fall down through all of the floors, you can see with the flashlight coming down hard upon you. You can see with the flashlight coming down. You see that Scratch, in just the nick of time, brings the pink fists together, and his whole body solidifies into rock. And there is just this enormous, sparkly, black and white, kind of scratchy pencil, Studio Trigger, Dragon Ball Z, beam struggle kind of conflict that happens. But at the very end of it, Ronnie, your feet hit the ground, and Scratch, who is stone, slides out through the front doors of Refusokyo Tower and kind of skips off of the side of the central fountain that's like spewing up this like disgusting kind of brownish clear liquid. Skips off of the edge of that and kind of lands with a splash in there. Chewie, let's give you a turn. You're really fast, so getting anywhere you want to be is not going to really be an issue. Is there anything you want to do in any place, like anywhere?
I mean, I probably want to get downstairs, but I'm wondering if there's anything I can take with me that'd be useful.
Well, it's, the whole city is more or less just an enormous immersive play place for Scratch. So there's not like an office building. There's nothing on these floors, but like floors themselves. So there's not like a pencil sharpener or a stapler or anything up in here.
Is there anything that like ties the building together, like a rope or something that I could like unfasten and steal?
If you wanted to take, there was an elevator, but like you like looked it up and down and didn't think it could really hold Ronnie. It's kind of like a tissue box lifted with yarn, because he didn't take the time to make a working elevator, but he didn't like make it an actual office building. So I guess yes, you could with your Quicksilver slow motion scene kind of dismantle the elevator and get a good, I want to say 3 or 4 human feet of yarn, which for you guys would at your scale would be a lot of freaking rope.
I absolutely want to zip downstairs and then just try to like wrap the thing around him by like doing zoomies around him.
Yeah, give me a finesse check.
Sweet.
The classic speedster trick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speedy tie up.
Oh no.
Give me old rope-a-dope.
That's actually a move.
7.
7. Yeah, you get it. You take the rope. You get down there. You do the speedy spin around, and he's kind of got this kind of pose going on. So you've got the rope kind of spinning up, around him. He desolidifies from stone and kind of sees that he's been tied up, and so you did succeed in wrapping it around him because it's just a 7. It's not going to be all that very strong, and so he desolidifies and kind of end with one swift motion, kind of breaks out of the yarn, and just kind of flexes his fingers. He looks at Ronnie with fear and looks at you, Chewie, with like with a mild annoyance, and he chases after you again. He knows that he probably can't land a solid hit on Ronnie, but Chewie might be something. So give me another.
Just to keep dodging.
Yeah, give me another finesse check to dodge this attack.
We are an unstoppable force and an immovable object, collectively.
Yeah.
Actually, let me rephrase that. I'm
Still
both.
10.
He's fast.
I'm sorry. 10. 10. Excellent. What do you want? How do you want to succeed specifically?
I basically want to lure him back over towards Ronnie.
Okay. Yeah. You.
Quicksilver, just pick him up and move him while he's
You know what? I actually love that. You see him charge at you. You kind of bullfighter to the side. You grab him by the hips, kind of spin him around, maintaining that momentum, and send him soaring right towards Ronnie.
Catch!
Bing bong.
Bing bong!
You really are
What's
gonna
that,
fuck us up.
15? 15?
Oh, a 15? You don't say.
I don't think I've gotten sub 12 so far.
I'm gonna say what we're gonna do is we're gonna have Ronnie. How do you want to swing this? Like physically.
Physically, how do I want to swing
Like
this?
what swinging motion are you employing here?
At this point, so what's he's like, whether he means to or not, he's just bringing a fist at me.
Yes.
Can I just drop the flashlight and do the Hulk to Loki thing? I just grab his fist and start using it to slam him around everywhere.
Yes, you may. Yes, absolutely. Yes, absolutely.
If you can get a mouth from Pink open or whatever, I could try to shove some peach in there.
Oh, yeah, that's also something. So just slam, as I'm slamming each time I'm getting a little closer onto the...
Pull the fist off.
I'm gonna let you do the slam. The either mouth manipulation and or the disarming is gonna have to be a separate roll at some point. But yeah, grab him by the fist. He doesn't realize that he's been misdirected, and he's kind of got this maniacal grin on his face. He goes, "Puny god." I'm gonna say that Morgan, if you want to, you could definitely be watching this from the sky.
This anime fight
Ruby,
that's not going well for the enemy.
Ruby, I'm gonna say that because you success. I'm gonna let your roll climbing up just kind of also apply to the climb down. That you're being followed closely behind by Momo Red, equipped with Momo Blue, as well.
Okay.
And so, Morgan, you fly over and oversee this. You've never seen a Marvel movie, but it's certainly a marvelous move.
That's Ronnie. I didn't know you had any, bud. All right.
Why don't we solve more problems with violence?
That's my philosophy.
I feel great. I get what it turns out. This is a genetic thing.
You also, another thing you see Morgan is like Thrall Abdul off in the corner, with his face half buried in like the remains of a microwave popcorn bag, just kind of like.
God, he is useless. All right. I guess I'm gonna fly over. I too possess great speed when diving.
Yeah.
Would you consider Scratch to be like incapacitated at the moment, or at least like open for an attack?
Let's see. He was slammed through several stories of a high-rise building.
Yep, that's correct.
and then slid across the ground with enormous force and landed in a fountain, and was redirected easily to be hit another time where he was Hulk slammed like Loki in the first Avengers movie. I'm gonna say yes.
All right. I'm gonna dive bomb him and try to disarm him.
Go for it, man. Give me that disarm roll, baby.
All right.
This guy is incredibly durable. Like, fucking Gear 5 Luffy is easier to shoot on.
Listen, object unmovable, man.
Yeah, you're telling me.
That is, what's this, finesse? Yeah, it's finesse, and I got 8 total.
Yeah. How do you go about disarming Scratch, who is kind of like, I hate my life. What
I'm assuming he has like one hand up that Ronnie was like holding onto his arm, and I'm gonna fly down and just as Ronnie's letting go, I'm gonna tackle Momo Pink right off his hand, like in a full dive bomb.
What with the series of
I'm just like flying down, like, oh, this is gonna hurt.
What with the series of events that brought me to this outcome in my life?
Attacking us multiple times doesn't help.
You rip both halves of Momo Pink off of Scratch's hands, and you can feel them wanting to be back whole as one thing.
I look at Chewie, and I'm like, Chewie!
I'm like right there instantly.
As soon as I let him snap back together, just shove the peaches back in his mouth.
Give me a finesse check.
You ready? For me or him?
From Chewie.
What? Sorry? What roll?
From finesse. To force feed peaches.
I'm not the strongest. You gotta hurry up.
That's another 7.
Another 7. Yeah.
Mixed success?
Mixed success. I'm gonna say it's a mixed success. He snaps back together, kind of. Ha! He does let out like a very anime victorious ha! And in that moment, the peach goes in, and then he goes ah! And he kind of like puts his arms down and kind of slumps over on the ground. He's like,
Need another one?
please? And you kind of see it fall, like, through him. I remember this. And it's at that point, Ruby and Momo Red and Blue kind of skid into the scene. And Momo Red and Momo Pink's eyes lock. And there's like a fierce electric rivalry energy that sparks through the air. Momo Red, you son of a bitch! And he throws the peach on the ground, and he starts... And Momo Red just standing there like this, with Momo Blue still equipped. He looks down at him. Momo Pink looks up at him. And they...
Predator handshake?
Predator handshake.
Aw, yeah, baby.
Momo Pink glows with brilliant pink energy, re-separates into the two fists and equips himself to Momo Red. Now, re-equips himself to Momo Red, to his hands. It's good to be back, brother. And Scratch goes, they were my friends.
My friends now.
They were my friends.
Should have treated them better.
Yeah, you abandoned Red over here. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Red?
What the fuck, man?
Red wanted to go
friend.
back and kill us all. That's not true. You don't remember. No, I remember.
I'm just gonna go ahead and pick up Scratch, put him in a little arm jail.
Morgan's
I will-
That would be a
6 months.
grapple.
Morgan,
I was looking out for our best interest, Red. If we had gone back, the raccoons would have killed us.
The raccoons?
Yeah.
I looked at you and go, what do you know about this?
He's way too
I-
young for that.
I trust you implicitly.
They don't tell me anything.
Fair enough. I trust you implicitly, Chewie.
You may have given us a life when our child left us, but you know nothing of our calling and nothing of our purpose as characters. We are warriors of justice, warriors of peace. You just wanted to live idly by and watch the raccoons do what they do, terrorize the people, coerce people, bribe people. They sent everyone away from us. They put hits out on people. They've killed cops. They've killed innocent shop owners.
Hey, do you want to rewind that? Let me rewind the tape a bit back here. What was that one about cops?
The raccoons have killed cops.
Can you be more specific?
Well, let's see. It was 5 or so years ago. 5 or so years ago, we were doing a patrol of, through the city, and we saw, perched on one of the rooftops, a bluebird. She left the restaurant, the spork, some utensil. She only made it a few feet from the door, and she fell. She coughed up blood, and from the alleyway, 5 raccoons came, and they started just ripping her to pieces, digging her claws into there. I looked to Scratch. I knew something had to be done, but Scratch, he held me back. He held all 5 of us back.
You can see Morgan's like seething.
Then some
Ooh,
random
okay.
ass possum comes and yoinks a feather.
Ooh. Hey, whoa. Let's not, listen, Sam, I know I was there. I know it's stressful. This is, for now, nothing we can prove, so maybe not get too worked up. We can handle this when we get back.
You're leaving out the most important part there, Red.
All right, I immediately turn to Scratch and I go, all right, you're going to start talking if you value your life. And I'm not threatening to kill you. I'm just pointing out that he probably will.
One of the raccoons saw the 6 of us. Okay? They knew what we were about. They knew all about your hero trip, your shtick. They said, if we breathe the word about it to anyone, it was the Underdark for us. Okay? So that's why we left. That's why I built this whole life for us. But no, you couldn't put your code aside. So that's why I had to leave you at the top of that mountain. I was protecting us, Red. You guys are my friends, my family. We're not family.
Sounds like you're a coward to me.
Ruby.
What?
Come on.
It's true. He ran away.
Yeah, but we're trying to get a story right now and shaming the people. Come on. I'm unwillingly putting Ruby in a good cop, bad cop situation. Listen, we just want to know what was going on. We just want the truth. Honestly, mostly him, but I don't think he's calm enough to calmly get the truth. So...
Oh, wait,
I'm picturing you like pulling feathers out in frustration. I don't know why.
No, he's like
Obsessively grooming.
If he was in human form, he is white knuckling his
Yeah.
His feathers, yeah.
yeah.
There's like a reflective sheen that is just in the right place where the knuckles would be white.
Yeah, it's just like you hear like the knuckles crack, like the bird bones, like.
Yeah. Morgan, we know what happens. Assuming these guys are telling the truth. I don't know why the robots would lie. Whatever you guys are, not robots, something else probably.
Action figures.
Action figures, yeah. We have robot form and...
Even if you take this home right now, you have the witness testimony of a rat. I don't even think you could bring a rat into the city right now.
What happened to the rats?
Oh no! Whoops.
They're all gone. They went
They
to
were
the
banished to the Underdark.
yeah.
That son of a bitch! I'm gonna kill that chunky bastard!
He's still in arm jail, I will remind you.
Yeah, I know.
Alright.
We're not a fan either. Okay? Sorry, Chewie.
Hey, Ronnie, put the rat down.
I think I'm starting to get it.
Aww.
You promise, Morgan, you promise you're not going to hurt the rat?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. I put the rat down.
Momo Red with Momo Blue and Pink still equipped, like, they do put a hand up in front of your chest, Morgan, and say, "He is begrudgingly still my friend, so if you do hurt him, I will have to come after you."
No, we're good. We're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that was intense.
Scratch.
Yeah.
So you left before all the rats were kicked out then?
Yeah. I had to do what I had to do to keep my friends
I get
safe.
that. Yeah, I get it. So you don't know why all the rats got kicked out then?
No, the rats are a diligent, hardworking people. I don't get it. Was it Don who did it? Did he tell everyone? Did he make them all go?
I truly don't remember.
If I remember correctly, out of character, it was kind of like a unanimous thing, but it was like a political decision.
It was
Yeah.
It was voted on, but like as a officer and you're like eye for the true story, you understood that a lot of the major alliances within the city were either intimidated or paid off by the raccoon mob to get all the rats banished to the Underdark.
Yeah. So from my understanding, it was more or less some political shenanigans, a lot of bureaucracy that went into the decision. But no one knew what happened to you.
It's not like the rats cared about me anyway. I was always different.
No, different.
There's nothing wrong with being different.
Different can be good. Can we? Can I personally count on you at some point in the future? It sounds like you and Chunky didn't leave on the best of terms.
What are you planning on doing?
To be determined.
Okay.
Sounds like you want his revenge as much as bad as I do, man. So, there may come a time in the future where Detective Sam Morgan's going to call on you.
I'm calling you for a favor. Sorry.
Yeah.
Momo Blue and Momo Pink unequipped from Momo Red, and Momo Red says, "You have my sword." And Pink says, "You have my fists. You have my mind." Momo Black and Momo Green unequipped from Ronnie and Chewie. "You have my speed. You have my shell, dude."
Dude.
"And you have my
Now,
pride as a rat."
I'll take it. Let's finish this job and let's go back and handle the rest of it, huh? Thrall is almost done.
Yeah. As everyone faces the setting sun being filtered through the chain link fence on the opposite side of this disgusting bay. We pan up to the brilliance of the night sky, and that is where we're going to end tonight's episode because we are 1 minute away from 10 o'clock. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's time for housekeeping. Do you guys have any advancements that you would like to pitch to me? Super duper fast.
I have something I'd like to pitch about advancements, but not to obtain one. I'm wondering if I could switch loyalty to ambition.
Okay.
Because after all of the stuff that's just come out, and this is the first time Chewie's hearing about any of it, he's starting to have questions.
What does ambition do?
Advance when you increase your reputation with any faction.
Oh, dip. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna say something has changed within Chewie. The familial bonds that kept him loyal to the raccoon mob have been shaken, and he feels a different surge, a different ambition, if you will, develop within Chewie's character. Yeah, I'm gonna let you do that. Go ahead. Yeah.
Thanks.
That's brilliant. I love that.
I was gonna say no entirely, but I do feel like I did spread my religious word to somebody today,
did.
which is kind of like sticking to my principles.
Absolutely. You have, yeah. You effectively preached the word of the good burger to Crush from Finding Nemo.
This is the first time, I think, the first episode in a while where my religious faith wasn't shaken at all, so I got to actually spread it a little bit.
Yeah, baby.
Make you feel a little bit more comfortable back in your like comfy space right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that with the info dump at the end there, that my revenge was definitely hit there.
Absolutely.
So advance when you cause significant harm to them or their interests. And I just made it.
Now you know more about what's going on. Yeah. You know for a fact it was the raccoon mob that put a hit out on your ex-partner. Yep. Your now dead partner.
And I now have allies in the cause
that
can be character witnesses despite being insane. But
yeah, a little bit crazy.
But that doesn't mean that he can't be, uninsane or I don't know. If we find other rats, who knows? We'll see where it goes. Yeah.
Anyone else?
Yeah.
Nope.
I mean,
it was pretty normal today.
Okay. It's time for pitching art that I have to draw for Patreon. Anyone have a pitch for me? Everyone gets one pitch. We don't have lots of time. Hurry up.
Honestly, like,
it was my turn, but I have ideas.
Yeah.
Chewie shoving peach in somebody's mouth. Anyone?
Chewie shoving peach in. You know what? I'll do a 4-panel one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just set the poll up now so I don't forget.
I'm gonna do a selfish one. I want Pink's fist, like him diving forward, and it's just his face, and you can see like my silhouette above him, like. So, like when he went to punch Chewie and actually punched me instead, and like immediately got bonked. Oh no!
Yes.
Like the first time that I dodged.
Yeah. So it's Chew Peach for Chewie.
It's like the silhouette with the gleaming eyes, just like the. You got the.
Wait, are we doing a forced perspective shot from beneath, or is it we're seeing the silhouette of the flashlight, like cut a shadow over Scratch's face?
I guess in my head it would be like a POV from Ronnie's eyes of like this guy about to get fucking bombed.
You know what? Let's split the difference and do over Ronnie's shoulder.
Yeah, there we go. That works.
So Chew Peach for Chewie. Bonk. Just all caps BONK. Who's next?
I'd love like a landscape shot of Refusokyo with like the sun going down.
Postcard from Refusokyo.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
With Scratch sitting on top of the building.
Yeah.
With the
Yes.
finger pointed to the sky.
Postcard. I definitely spelled both of those words wrong, but that's a later me problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, screw you, future me. I'm also going to go with the selfish one, and I want to do the Sam taking a samurai pose with the deactivated Momo Red.
Like that.
2 warriors. Honor amongst.
It's called Pride.
Honor amongst pride, yeah, I like that. Pride. Yeah, I won't post this right now. And this is the wrong account. But this will be put in drafts, so I will not forget like I did last week. And so I did forget to do a poll last week, so I just drew both scenes. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna set you free to go watch Critical Role because I know that's what you all want to do and not stick around here. So I'll see you guys then. You guys are wonderful, beautiful, super kawaii, absolutely not baka, but you're also all completely trash. So what did you guys think? I've been cooking this episode up for a while, especially with all of those delay weeks that we had.
It was so fun. It was so much fucking fun.